short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. That's the 30 to the 32.
Was on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw is Stafford. Almost tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The tackle by Jalal.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to Jared
That
Cook.
good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, New Orleans.
To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. Gerard Harmon right there on the coverage.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Closer, Brady's here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Winston. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
First and goal at the 1. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the air again with Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Lions, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Harris to return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about him.
They'll fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He'll start with a give to Kamara.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
4-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 1st down at Stafford. This is White on the screen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stafford throwing right, and that's complete. Detroit. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field certainly is what they want.
Paul mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Saints.
Play action. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
The Lions take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Winston's pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well,
the Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Winston. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benny Fowler, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Lions 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Going up, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the down earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Winston. A tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Saints 1st down.
Winston now from the 50. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Saints.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Winston's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A quick toss out right. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Winston. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Saints 21, Lions 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Stafford. That's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
At the Lions' 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Today's final score, Saints.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Saints, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.